going on, guys? We're here at the Hermès booth. Now, what's really cool is that traditionally, Moonface watches invariably have an aperture in the dial, and the moon is transmitted through this aperture, correct? You might have a single hemisphere Moonface, you may have a double hemisphere Moonface, but in general, that's how Moonfaces are shown. But Hermès has come up with a different, very poetic, very exciting way of demonstrating the Moonface. Maybe you could explain that a little bit to us, sir.
3 years ago, we didn't figure out that 3 years after it would be the 50th anniversary of moon, let's say, discovery with Apollo 13. So it was not the intention originally, but we knew that
1969.
It would, 1969.
That's my year.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus,
so you're turning 50.
Oh, good God. Oh, no, this is a disaster. Can someone get me a syringe full of embryonic stem cells, please, so I can shoot them directly into mine?
But we knew that it would be, for Hermès, the year to dream.
Yes.
It's a yearly theme of Hermès. So we were thinking about bringing our customers to the sky, to Hermès sky, to Hermès moon.
Right.
And the idea was to change the perspective on the vision of the moon, saying, well, the moon is a satellite. Right. The moon is frequently a small detail in a watch, in a complication. Right. Okay. And then it will become the main character of the piece, and the functionality of the watch will become the satellite. Cool. And thanks to an encounter between Mr. Mojon from Chronode and our artistic director, we built up together this complication, which is very inspiring, very disrupting in terms of dream. I have the impression of diving into my watch and diving into the space. Yes. And by the way, it's a very simple watch to adjust, even though the complication is difficult. So the satellites turn around the whole dial in 59 days, which are 2 circles of the moon. Right. And you can see at the upper part of the watch the moon as it is seen from the southern hemisphere, and here at 6 o'clock the moon as it is seen from the northern hemisphere.
So what's really exciting about this watch is that you have essentially a fixed moon phase indicator, right? Exactly. So you've got, and it comes in 2 different dials. You've got an aventurine dial or a meteorite dial to represent the night sky. Absolutely. Then on top of that, you've got 2 moons, one for the northern hemisphere, one for the southern hemisphere. What is the material that's used for the moons?
Mother of pearl.
Mother of or mother of pearl, as they say in the English. Why I'm speaking English, so mother of pearl. And then, and so what's really cool is that you have 2 floating subdials. One subdial is for the date, and one subdial is for the hour and minutes. And these are what rotate, and because they're circular, they intersect with the moon to create the moon phase indication.
Absolutely.
And then it's really, please tell us about how you feel this is a continuation of the whimsical, but yet technical...
Hermès time complication.
Exactly.
Just because we wanted to envisage the relationship to the moon differently, on reverse, to put everything upside down. The moon is not the satellite. The moon becomes the principal character, and then everything becomes a satellite. So we like things upside down. Also for the north and the south being reverse upside down, which is quite in line with our philosophy of time, to be very precise, but to play a little bit with it.
And I was told that at the moon at 12 o'clock, there's a tiny rendition of a very famous mythological character. Maybe you can tell us who that is.
This is artistic direction details. So at the last minute, one day before presenting the model, our artistic direction wanted to hide a little Hermès detail into the typography of the moon, and this detail is a horse. It's called Pegasus, the horse with wings. That is quite emblematic to Hermès in a lot of creations, and so we decided to hide this Pegasus in the 12 o'clock moon phase. So only people with good eyes will notice this funny detail.
I heard that at some point someone mentioned to Pierre-Alexis Dumas that maybe it's subtle. It's very subtle the way in which the Pegasus silhouette has been integrated into the image of the moon. Yeah. And he said that's the point. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yeah. Selfish detail.
And continuing from there, we have the slim watch has become finalizing. Oh, but we should also mention the very beautiful watch you did with Ben from Hodinkee
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely. Absolutely. Slim has become one key line for us, one of the three lines we have right now, Arceau, Slim and Carré H. We have issued a lot of complication since 3 years on the Slim. It started with a perpetual calendar, if you remember.
I remember that. That's a very cool one.
Exactly, in gold, in platinum, and then the GMT, and the GMT is the one that you are talking about, that was sold on a special series with Hodinkee last December.
Blue color, as I recall.
With a very beautiful blue color. We were, by the way, very impressed not only by the commercial results we had in this operation, but also
the communication results.
Also the number of people, of watch lovers that discovered
Hermès as a result.
Hermès as a watchmaker, cool. You know, and the last one is the one you have here, which is a titanium case.
That's really cool.
With a much more wild stitching colors. This watch, of course, is super light because the case is in titanium. So very thin because it's a Slim. The same movement, which is the micro rotor movement. Vaucher movement, exactly.
What percentage of Vaucher do you own now?
25%.
You just buy the whole thing?
Yeah, 25%, and 75% is owned by a foundation, which is the Sandoz Foundation. Yes, exactly. So we are co-shareholders, yes. But Vaucher has many customers, as Hermès, as Parmigiani, as Richard Mille, as other big names.
Right.
Okay, and here the stitching, as you notice, is orange, which is quite useful for us. And there is a 2 floors dial, and one of them is cut so that the figures will appear by segmentation. And the 12 is orange also, and the small hand for seconds is also orange. So this is a tribute to a color we like quite much in Hermès. That for us was a good completion with that titanium box.
Thank you so much. Lovely to see you. I really like this watch.
Thank you so much. Cool. Thank you for the teams. We are all enthusiastic.
Yeah. How many are you going to limit the amount that you make of these, or
100 each?
100 adventure and 100 meteorite.
Absolutely.
Okay. And the price?
23,000 euro. But in terms of Singapore dollars, I have no ideas. So
20 euros, fine. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Wei Koh.
Always toujours.